talk about the homies at Manscaped. You know why? Because sometimes it gets hot and sometimes you start sweating. But when you're Manscaped and you keep it high and tight or low into the flow, you feel groovy, baby, because the air flows and you are super aerodynamic. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, why aren't y'all rocking with Manscaped just yet, huh? I mean, the Lawnmower 4.0, we said it's a bad mamma jamma. Come on, man. How you think it would keep it nice and neat like that? You think that stash is able to be stashy? Huh? Without a little Manscapey? Without the little Lawnmower 4.0? You need the Lawnmower 4.0. But more importantly, you need that performance package as well. Because it's got that crop reviver. You got to revive it. And don't forget about that refresher D, because you got to keep it refreshed as well, man. But at the end of the day, the Lawnmower 4.0 is the only thing that you need to be worried about right now. And when you do go to purchase it, because I know they're going to go purchase it, Deke. I
would like to think.
I would hope so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we recommend it.
We recommend it, and I think that the people that follow us, listen to us, take our recommendation seriously.
I would have to second that. I would definitely have to second that. So with that being said,
they do at least on our football takes.
This is very true. So with that being said, make sure you use that promo code. The promo code is MOATS. You get 20% off your purchase along with free shipping. So don't allow your delicate twins to be feeling neglected out here or feeling overly heated because you haven't kept them groomed and looking photo fresh. Take care of them and they will always take care of you. Shout out to Manscaped. Absolutely. So when we started the quarterback position, which one we liking more?
I got 7 all day.
Okay.
That one's an easy one.
Okay. Yeah, I go 7 too. Even though Derek Carr, I thought, played better in his game, I don't trust Derek Carr to be like that consistently because of how he looked in the first half of that game. And because we know with Derek Carr, that is very real, the inconsistencies. And I think our defense creates a lot more issues for him than the Raiders defense is going to create for 7. That to me is where it differs. The big question, though, goes back to, can my man Chooks keep 7 clean? Can Chooks be a better right tackle than Al was in his game? Because I think that separates it right there.
Yeah. I'm thinking we're going to throw someone on that side, probably.
I hope so.
Frymouth, Love Najee.
You know
on the right side shotgun.
No. You know who's going to be?
I hate to say it. It might be. It might be Gentry.
There it is.
It might be.
There it is.
Probably will be.
Come on, man. Give my man Gentry some love, man.
For how long? I don't know. And I was actually surprised when I looked back on the snap counts. Frymouth was at 50%. Gentry was like at 25 or 30, I think. I swear Gentry was in so much, though. I don't know if it was just because of his second half or what.
All the situational plays, all the big plays he was in for, it seemed like, bro. Yeah.
I was so pissed, but...
And then they threw that screen to him.
Yeah.
And that set you off.
It did.
It wasn't even his fault, though.
It was not.
It was not, but you were so hot. I remember you saying that. Man, this dude, we throwing the ball, he gets these negative yards. Why is he in here? Like, bro, he can block. He doing that really well.
It was not his fault. It looked like either a bad play call or we were just trying to get it out so Ben wouldn't get sacked. Because I didn't know if it was supposed to go to Najee or if it was an actual pump fake or not.
It looked a little confusing because at first I was like, is this a screen? And I'm like, or is it the O-line just getting beat? I just couldn't tell. But either way, it was not a good design. It was not good at all right there, man.
We want to go running back.
Might as well. Heck yeah, we'll knock out all these offense spots.
I got us.
Well, because right now, we don't even... Ooh, Kenyon Drake. Because Josh Jacobs.
I got us. I got healthy Najee Harris.
In a bind. Ooh, you are right.
100% of snaps.
Dude. Ooh.
He's bouncing back this week. And it goes back to what you kind of said.
100% of the snaps last week. Are you concerned about that going forward?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
Because I know some people were definitely concerned with just that amount of usage. How long will he last? Now, for me, I wasn't...
It's not like he got that much usage in the game, though.
Right. That was my thing. I was like, I didn't...
If we're rattling off 5-6 runs in a row, I'm sure he's going to be taking a breather.
Yeah. But also, they were talking about his blitz pickup in the second half. He was getting some shots then because he was having to protect. And that, to me, was the surprising part. I like his blitz pickup. But to me, I'm just like, can you save some of those hits on him? We know he's going to get regular hits. Can we just save it? And, you know, little parts here or there, can we save them?
Maybe they will as time goes on.
Yeah.
That game felt bigger because it was against a good team, week 1. hostile environment. Najee's first game. I feel like it was just one of those things you ride with him for that game. But as time goes on, we get up in certain games. Yeah, let's not waste Najee snaps on things that we could be saving him for.
I agree.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's my thing. I'm like,
it could be this game. If we get up double digits, 14 points, 20 points, whatever it is, then yeah, we save Najee Harris. We're not trying to, because we're going to need him long term for sure. End of the season and for the playoffs.
Now, the only reason why I said with this is tough for me, right? Because you know my rule. I'm a big believer in guys that I've seen do it already at the NFL level. And we know Kenyon Drake has done it recently, even when he was in Arizona. Whereas with Najee, I think Najee's going to be the better player. But it's hard for me to say that he has the advantage in this game solely based on what we saw last week.
Oh my God. Are we just talking about the players in a vacuum?
That's what we're talking about in a vacuum. Yeah,
do you want to? Because I was going to say, do you want to talk about their matchup? I think because Najee versus their defensive line and like linebackers and stuff is way better than any of their running backs going against ours.
I agree with that, and that definitely helps Najee out. So with that being said, I will go Najee there because he will have an easier time running on Vegas. Not saying it's going to be easy, but it's going to be easier than if Jacobs is out there questionable with the toe, or if they do go with Kenyon Drake versus our front, because we know what they are. We saw that yesterday, or not yesterday. We saw that on Sunday. Those guys are for real. They mean business, and we weren't concerned about the front seven like that going into the season. We were talking more secondary. Front seven, we feeling good about. So yeah, we'll go Najee on that one. Yeah, wide receivers, this should definitely be an easy one.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, I was hoping because you keep saying Hunter Renfrow a lot, bro, and I'm like, do you really like Hunter Renfrow like that, man? I like him, but I don't like him like
they're gonna target him a lot.
Like him, man. I know, but I don't like how you keep bringing up Hunter Renfrow, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like you like him, man. Like you like him, or do you just like him? Because I feel like you like him, man. Like you've been bringing up Hunter for a while. Like,
it's nothing that Trey Norwood can't handle.
I'm with you, bro, but I'm just.
They're going to target him.
Keep bringing his name up, man. I'm just.
No, my thought on him is like, here's the reasoning. Because whenever he was at Clemson, he was just such an afterthought as an NFL prospect. I think he ends up going in like the 4th or 5th round, gets picked up by the Raiders. Mm-hmm. And for him to actually put together a really nice NFL career, he was like a big target for them, I think, even in his rookie year.
He was. I mean,
he ended up with like 700 or 800 yards last year.
It was
like that's what I'm.
Catches.
That's what I'm most impressed by with him. Like he's actually a really solid NFL receiver.
He is, but I just don't. I feel like it's limited, man, and it makes me. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I like his game. I just don't like it though, bro.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he gets like 50 yards on us, 50, 60 yards. But you're right. How meaningful. He does get a lot of looks on third down, though.
If he's here, is he above James Washington on the depth chart?
Ooh. I don't think so. He's a very rule-specific type player. Like, he's a slot receiver. Juju's kind of our slot guy, though. We don't run an offense like that. I don't think, really.
Definitely, where he's just exclusively. But to me, the point I don't know, man. I feel like James Washington would go over there and be wide receiver. He would be in that conversation of wide receiver one for those guys. Like, I like his game a lot better than now.
Yeah, I don't view Renfrow as wide receiver one,
but they play him like that. More so Darren Waller is wide receiver one. But when it goes to the targets for wide receivers, I do feel like Renfrow is the guy that he always goes to. He'll take the shot to Ruggs, but the shots are 50-50. We know that right now.
Yeah. Renfro's going to get at least like 7 or 8 targets. Yeah. I view Renfrow in the same way that the Patriots use Edelman a little bit. I mean, Edelman's a way better player. Right. But it's the same way, kind of. Yeah. He's that slot guy, and he's one of Carr's safety blankets. He's just going to go to him.
I like it. I don't know, man.
No, but our receivers are definitely better.
Maybe that's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
I will be interested to see how we do against Renfrow with Norwood. I think he'll be fine because he held his own against Beasley. But before this Norwood revelation, how would we be feeling about our Renfrow matchup?
Well, because we didn't know Norwood.
That's what I'm saying.
Slot conversation. It would have been a Arthur Mollett. I
would have actually felt a little bit worse about that.
Yeah.
I would be talking about way more Renfrow being an X factor.
Well, and
but
the thing too,
I still think he is, but I think we'll be able to handle him.
Well, and the thing was in the game versus Buffalo, Mollett was getting out there, but Mollett
he helped in the running game.
I was going to say Mollett looks like he's ready to play the run. Like he's built for that. Whereas I feel like with Trey, he gives you more coverage with them.
Yeah, definitely our receivers though, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Because they have Ruggs, Edwards, Renfrow, Zay Jones is their fourth guy.
Mm-hmm.
We have Claypool, Juju, Deontay,
James Washington is our fourth.
Yeah, definitely our four receivers. Although I was telling you, I think that Edwards is kind of underrated.
Yeah, I like him. I liked him though.
Ruggs hurt, banged up. They finally got him the ball late, and they did the same thing with Edwards, but I don't know. Yeah, definitely our receivers. It's not even close.
Yeah, tight ends.
You got to give them the nod. And I don't even think that's a question.
I would agree.
You could say our depth. You could say our depth, I guess, but
they don't need depth.
Waller takes up for 2 or 3 guys. Yeah.
All right. We'll just go O-line.
You know what? If Incognito doesn't play, I'm going to say us. Yeah, I'm saying us.
That's saying a lot. Man. Oh, man. They are banged.
And if you want to throw the whole matchup in there too, that's definitely in our favor.
Do you think
their O-line versus their defensive line?
Bro, do they have... All right. I'm trying to see how to word this the nicest way without taking shots at our guys. Who is their equivalent to Chooks?
You just saying right tackle? Or you saying weakest link?
Like blatant, like we know going in, this is who we're attacking.
I think it could be anyone on those interior. I just know a bunch of those guys are unproven.
Unproven, sure, but we know what we have been seeing with Chooks, similar to what we saw with Al on Monday night. That's my only thing. I didn't feel at any point that Baltimore, now granted Baltimore's personnel isn't like Pittsburgh's in terms of their rush and stuff like that, but I never felt like they could overwhelm Vegas up front at times. And that's my only thing. Whereas I'm like, Chooks and Al as right tackles, who do we feel today is legitimately, if we had to put our life on it, the better right tackle right now? Like, who are you willing to really, like, you're willing to put your, like, girl, I'm going with Chooks or I'm going with Al. I don't want to put it on either one of them, man. Like,
I'll go Chooks.
Whew. Yeah. Man, I don't like it.
Because that's it. Is Max Crosby versus Chooks or Max Crosby versus Dan Moore?
Which my man style been to sit neither.
Whereas, dude, we have a whole defensive line and edge rushers to go up against their line, which outside
how confident are we with Dan Moore?
Outside of their left tackle, who's it? Colton Miller, right? Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of unproven dudes.
But to me, Colton Miller and Alex Leatherwood, do they fare just good enough to keep our defensive line from going absolutely nuts? Versus,
but then we have Cam Hayward, though.
But my thing is, do we have enough to refute against them? Because we saw literally what Max Crosby was doing by himself versus Al. And that's what Lamar, who could, do a little Houdini. That's where I'm just thinking to myself, like, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. Like, I don't think TJ should win the Alex Leatherwood matchup, but he's not going to beat the drum with him the way that Max Crosby was beating the drum with Al. And with Max, I'm sure plenty of people are concerned that, he could do the Chooks. That's my only thing.
I'm leaning us, though. I'm leaning us.
All right.
I don't know if it's going to be more matchup related, but I do think coming out of this game, our offensive line is going to look better than theirs.
Okay.
Kind of like how people were ripping on Buffalo's line after we destroyed them. But going in, we could still say Buffalo's is still a decent offensive line. We're just going to make them look bad. I think our stock's pointing up enough, especially after that second half performance. We'll look halfway decent.
As much as I want to do that.
If they had Incognito, I give them the nod.
But we don't know he's not out there just yet, right? Let me double check it.
I just haven't
he's still listed as questionable right now, man. So as long as he's listed as questionable, until I see him listed as out, I'm going to Vegas. Until he's listed as out, I'm going Vegas right now, man.
If he plays, I'll man, I like Dotson though.
But the whole
Incognito is pretty good.
I was about to say the whole argument was they gonna have ducks they going against in there.
I'll give them the nod. I'll give them the nod if Incognito plays. But if he doesn't, I like us.
That changes a lot. Okay. All right. Defensively, we'll go top down. Secondary.
Easily us.
Yeah.
Easily.
We're hot right
Are we talking safeties, corners? Do you want to split it up?
Let's split it up.
Split it up makes it a little more interesting, corners-wise, but still not really. Based off our performance last week, I'm definitely taking us on the cornerbacks. Well, you could go player for player even. But, safeties right now. Safeties is easy for me. Yeah,
safeties right now, was it Trevon Moehrig, the second round pick out of TCU, and then obviously, Jonathan Abram, the first rounder from, 2 years ago now.
We got Minka Fitzpatrick and Terrell Edmonds. Terrell Edmonds, who I always think's underrated. I'll keep saying it, and then Minka Fitzpatrick, a top 3 safety. I think that's easy.
Versus a rookie and not an unproven player, but a player who doesn't have a ton of productivity.
Still needs to unlock his potential a little bit.
Exactly. So, I definitely agree with that, man. Give us the safeties. Minka and Terrell, even when people tried to critique them or say negative things about it, they still showed up and had positive plays like we talked about, man. I thought Edmonds' tackling was really good, even though he did have a miss. That's cool. Minka played well as well. He had a little play. It happens. I thought as a whole, though, them dudes flew around. I really
liked Minka's physicality, and I was actually surprised how much they were throwing him in the slot. Do you think that could be something we do in this game where we throw Minka on Waller a little bit?
I'm hoping that's the approach. I don't want to see Devin and Joe Schobert.
It's probably gonna be Edmonds and Minka.
Yeah, probably. Like for me, if it's not Edmonds and Minka, I want my outside linebackers disrupting Waller every time. Do not allow him to have a free release because he is a nightmare like that. If it's not a big cover guy on him like a Minka Fitzpatrick, then I want you hands on him. Make sure he's inconvenienced all night because he's too good of an athlete to just free release. And he's too just good of a pass catcher to match him up against linebackers like that. Like, I don't think our linebackers are ready for that. Now, we want Devin Bush and Joe Schobert, or especially Devin, to grow into that. But, dude, that's not one of the ones you want right there.
I don't know if anyone's really growing.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're
making it tough on him, but
I don't want to.
He's still gonna get his.
Yeah, I don't want to play with that at all. No. Put Minka on him early, or we getting hands on him, disrupting him, and then from there you have some type of bracket coverage. Now, what we did against Buffalo, we did a lot of the 2-man concept where it's man to man underneath, but you stay with 2 high safeties up top. You can do that against Vegas because right now we don't know what that running game is going to look like with Josh Jacobs. If they go King and Drake, we'll see how that changes things. But until then, I say you make Derek Carr have to be super accurate and take the underneath stuff. If he tries to challenge you deep with Waller, you got the safety over top. But that's what I would take. That's how I would take him. Or excuse me, how I would treat him.
I would have never thought we'd be having this conversation coming into the season until what I saw how they were using Minka in week 1 because we haven't really used them like that.
But you can do that when Trey Norwood is showing some ability to go back to safety. Cam Sutton showing the ability within series to go back to safety. When they can do that and still be clean mentally, now it gives you that ability to put Minka in some situations like that.
It's funny, though. Wasn't that the main reason he wanted out of Miami?
It was.
He just trusts us better, I guess. Trust the Steelers organization.
Yeah.
Just likes it here better. That's probably it.
Man, it's like that sometimes, bro.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It's like that, man.
Yeah, you make a couple All-Pros. You get your name out there. I'm sure you're willing to make some exceptions. I'll play slot here.
Hey, funny thing, right? I used to say, man, I don't never want to play any other position. I only want to play this position right here. I hate switching positions. Until I came to Pittsburgh, and it was like, yo, you want to switch to outside linebacker? Well, you know what? We winning over here. Heck yeah, I like outside linebacker. Then you know what? Shays went down. They said, hey, look, Moses, you're not going to start it inside, but we want you to practice it inside. Oh, you know what, man? We want to. I go to inside. Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
You guys seem like you know what you're doing.
It's like that sometimes, bro. What you might hate at another organization, you come here, you start winning. You're like, it's not half bad. Yeah, it's all right. And then we're talking cornerback and which group of corners we like better. Now, obviously, their secondary with the corners includes Trevon Mullen Jr. and Casey Hayward Jr.
Who's their third? Is it a dude named like Hobbs or something?
Well, you got Nate Hobbs, and then they also have the first round pick from last year, Damon, was it Arnett? I think they said the cat at Ohio State.
I just don't think he got too much playing time with them last week. I was checking the snaps. That Hobbs dude had like 50%. Yeah. So I think like those are the 3 main guys that they got. I'll take our 3 guys over theirs.
Yes.
Joe Hayden over Hayward.
Yes.
I don't know too much about Mullins, but based off Cam Sutton's performance, that week 1, I'll lean Cam Sutton on that, and then Trey Norwood, obviously, and even James Pierre. Throw him in the mix. Like, he looked like he belonged out there.
He did. I like
our cornerbacks. I like our cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Didn't think I'd be saying that week 1 necessarily.
I didn't either.
I like our secondary, though.
I like the fact that the 2 storylines starting out week 1 that we were concerned about, O-line and corner, at least one of those seems to have been answered, like, clearly.
Yeah.
And we feel a lot better about it going forward. Whereas with the other one, in terms of the O-line, still, need a little work. Still need a little work.
I did talk myself into our corners over Buffalo last week, though.
You did.
Hey, I'm a futurist, right?
I guess it's so, man. So keep speaking it into existence.
So yeah,
baby.
what's my future? I guess Najee would be my future call in this one. I'm saying he's gonna have a better game than the Raiders running backs. I do think he's a better player, but yeah, we'll see if that one comes to fruition.
Let's see it, man. Keep saying it until it happens. Then, heck yeah, man.
I already know how the rest of these positions are going. The only one that they got is tight end Darren Waller.
Because I'm gonna say, as soon as we start talking
O-line, if you want to go back and forth on that, but I think we got them basically covered everywhere.
Inside
else.
linebackers, I like us.
I
KJ Wright is a very, very decorated player, but that's not his defense either. And he's not even getting used to that same amount just yet because he's still getting acclimated to them. So I don't even anticipate his impact being to that level.
And that wasn't Devin Bush and Schobert we were seeing in preseason.
Yes.
What we saw in the regular season, they keep that up.
Yeah, that was different.
Damn good linebacker tandem.
Now, Denzel Perryman, he's a good player, but
they got Littleton too. Kwiatkowski, he's overrated.
Yeah. I just like I like the athletic ability and I like the playmaking potential. Not just potential, but the proven playmaking as well in the interior with our linebackers. And then when we go in terms of edge, that we're not even discussing. Like,
I don't think we need to anymore.
Listen, Max Crosby's good, and I know he had one of them games. We got TJ Watt, Melvin Ingram, Alex Highsmith.
It might just be mic drops every time we try to compare our outside linebackers to someone else.
Until I see anything else right now, we got TJ Watt. NFL's highest paid defender, TJ Watt. Shout out to the homie. I'm proud of that dude, man.
I am too.
Yeah. TJ Watt, Melvin Ingram, Alex Highsmith. So yeah, Mike dropped that. Now we could talk interior D line if you want to, though.
I don't know what else it needs to say. We have Cam Hayward. They don't.
You're not worried about Solomon Thomas?
No, they have like a 3-man rotation.
Quentin Jefferson?
Yeah, Jefferson and a couple other dudes.
Gerald McCoy is gone now?
Now, if we didn't have Cam Hayward, it's a legitimate conversation. But we have Cam Hayward. They don't.
And not just Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward coming off of
Tyson
a crazy performance too, man.
Cam Hayward with Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I know I didn't actually get to see too much of Wormley. I wasn't paying attention to him last game, but those 3, sure, I'll take them over the Raiders easily. Mainly because of Cam Hayward, though.
Cam Hayward was crazy productive, but also for me, I have to look at Tyson. I think those 2 combined, I'm taking Tyson and Cam Hayward over Quentin Jefferson.
Oh, easily.
And was it Jonathan Hankins?
You could even take Tyson out of that. Cam Hayward and like Wormley and Buggs. Yeah. I'm still taking us.
Cam by himself, they don't have a productive player like that in that D-line group. That to me.
Just imagine when we get to it back.
That's the crazy part, right?
3 games, right?
That's
3 weeks.
Crazy part, bro. That's the crazy part.
With Alualu.
And with the way these edge guys are playing, bro, that can be scary. Like, super scary.
It could just be rotations all around where everyone's getting in there and everyone's fresh.
Yeah, like, I'm hoping for it, bro. I'm all for that, man. Absolutely.
Special teams. Oh, that kicker was draining some stuff.
He was, yo.
He really was.
Was it because it was a dome, though?
No, he's playing at Hines now.
Hey.
Good point.
You kick which end zone you kicking into? You know it's different now.
How was their punter, too? I swear their punter had a bomber, too.
Mm-hmm. No, he did. He killed one. Yeah, he did kill one.
I thought he did. And Presley left a little more to be desired.
Don't put it on Presley like that, man. Come on, man.
The 20-yarder, that reminded me of like Paul Ernster and some of those other shit punters that we had way back in the day. Hoping he turns around. I think he will.
No. He did it intentionally. He meant to do that because he wanted to lower the expectations. He was like, yo, right now, everybody thinks I'm a god out here, so let me just shank one real quick. It was very much, I think he kicked it left-footed now that I think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, just to kind of, spice it up a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you didn't hear the announcer said that as well. You ain't good.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, he was like, he did that on purpose right there. I like this. This is smart. It's a Jedi mind trick. I was like, yep. Mm-hmm.
Could they have us on special teams?
Yep.
I'll take Boz over Carlson because that home field advantage.
Yeah.
And I think Boz is probably just a better kicker, just a more decorated kicker.
How concerned are you with
I haven't heard of Carlson.
Are you concerned with their return men? Right now they got...
That's what I'm worried. That's what I'm trying to think.
I know they got Hunter Renfrow listed as their main punt returner.
I don't think he is, though.
I don't either.
Punt returner?
Yeah.
Because
I know for kickoff, it was Drake. He was the one. He was the D-bag. And Ruggs is their backups.
I'm just going to be making stuff up for this comparison here. I'll lean us because we're the Steelers. Boz will be the X factor.
Not Danny Smith? Why you keep going at Danny like that, man? Danny.
Well, we could include that. We had a block punt.
So yeah, heck yeah, man. Say it with some girth. All right.
We have Miles Gillibrew.
You daggone right. We got Ulysses Gilbert the third, ladies and gentlemen.
Derek Waters, our special teams captain,
and he had a tackle in the game. Did you see it on kickoff?
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I think he was in that mix too for the block punt. Right?
Yeah,
he was around.
He was around. He was in the vicinity. I don't know what that means, but it counts for something. Yeah,
he was pointing Gilbert in the right direction.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Leadership. There we go. That's how we're gonna spin it.
I'll go with us. I should have paid a little bit more attention to special teams, but I don't really do that. I'll be better next time. I'll look more into the special teams.
Fair enough, but no, actually, man, you were pretty good. You were pretty good.
Carlson he made those kicks. I mean, he's the main thing that I saw from their special teams at least.
To me, though,
and their punter too.
To me, I know how my man Boz kicks at Hines. It's different at Hines. We know that. I don't trust everybody kicking at Hines.
It should be really nice though,
right? But you never know.
I think it is like sunny for the next 10 days.
It's just different. It was supposed to be sunny again. So it was like low key little rainstorm happening, man. Like. We get some crazy stuff happening in Pittsburgh. So I
could be windy,
like
yeah.
But return wise, I still like the fact that Ray McLeod is a consistent guy. Ray does give us some excitement with that. I like that. And we're coming off a block punt, bro. We are coming a block punt for the cash to touch the paint. Come on, man. I can't go against that. No, I can't do it. I can't, baby. Can't do that. And then coaching. John Gruden versus Mike Tomlin. I shouldn't need to pull this up.
No.
I should not need to pull this up. John Gruden, Mike Tomlin. Let us know in the chat who has the coaching advantage.
No, there's no reason to pull that.
John Gruden or Mike Tomlin? We gotta find out. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I feel like we're on one accord, but I gotta make sure that we're all same church, same pew. I don't want to be on a different crew or a different pew.
Tomlin learned under Gruden, right?
Yeah, down in Tampa. Yep.
Yeah, if you were asking me in 2002, I guess I'd lean Gruden because he had a Super Bowl championship and had experience. Tomlin's so young, but right now, yeah, I'm going Tomlin.
Yeah. It's looking like I'm seeing some Tomlin easily. All right. Tomlin easy. Gruden is doo-doo. That's what Reginald said. I like that. Shout out to Reginald Billingsworth the third. Oh, all right. The last Albert that says Gruden is stuck in 2008. I do agree, but the crazy part is, wasn't that when they won it, right?
No, they won in 02.
No, you're right.
Like 01, 02.
You're right.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
Hey, man, you win a Super Bowl, you could lose the rest of your life. Mike McCarthy, it doesn't matter. You win a Super Bowl
champ, bro.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That is how it goes.
Gary Kubiak, Super Bowl champion.
Oh, God, you are right. I forgot all about that one. That's what Mr. Elite himself. Yeah. Wowzers. Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyone else I should be surprised by?
Doug Peterson? Nah. He's a good coach.
I thought he was good.
Him. I just don't like how they did him at the end. But I think he's a good coach.
Yeah. Kubiak's the one because he was terrible with the Texans. Yeah. Made good offenses. Mm-hmm. Some of those Texans offenses with Shaw were a little explosive, but I didn't think he was that good of a coach. But then he signs on with Peyton Manning right at the right time. He wins the Super Bowl.
This is true, man.
Even though Manning was kind of shaky in his last season.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.